o Mairo Pāwhatawhata. I think it's 25 Māori Point Road to be exact. I applied to become an intern because I did a lot of stuff growing up, you know, as you do, with your grandfather and grandmother and your uncles and aunties and your cousins. Always just to catch just for of how you can not only just eat tuna but grow them in a way where they clean the water, and you know, and you can educate the younger generations coming up about tuna and why you eat them and keep them. And I think I've got a lot more than just that. I'm actually doing the whole trapping and transferring with Jacques and Latapu and Marcus. It was really good. I wish it was longer, but the short time that we had, I learned heaps. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to, just to provide an understanding of. Yeah. One, not falling over. Not falling over. I think go back to when we actually did the whaler training. I'm happy that we didn't have to like actually do what we did in the pool. But there was many things. The other things was actually setting the nets to pulling them up and knowing how to set them and how far apart, and having Jacques there with his knowledge of trapping was really good, and Latapu he's been there for a couple of years. And even doing to like the measuring and all that, and getting all the data stuff, which Marcus was key in. yeah, but I found it to be really good. I recommend anyone to do it. Anyone that wants to do this sort of mahi to do it. I really enjoyed this. I think anyone would, as long as they had like the passion and the heart for it. I think I would have been the data stuff, like knowing how to write it all down, but having Jacques there, he kind of just said, okay, it goes like this, and this. I was like, okay, boom. And once I got it, I was like, you just write it all down. But then having Marcus there too, because he was just such a key at it. It was good having him just there, just to keep checking. So yeah, I think I can confidently say now I can do it. You know, I could do it. So yeah, we're coming back from the last site. We wanted to look for somewhere to be able to clean all our nets. And me and Latapu were in there, and he was like, oh, bro, just ask Jacques how should we wash the nets? I said, oh, the merry thing you do is, just leave them on the trailer, and we'll just back in, back forward, back in, back forward. I said, say, let's do some mahi. But yeah, he thought it was hilarious. I just thought it made sense because, you know, you kind of, they're already plenty if you back down to the creek and just go back and forth, they're going to clean themselves. But yeah, it was, I really enjoyed it. Wanted to make sure all the little ones can get out. Yeah. My advice would be if you enjoy getting out and wanting to make a difference and taking what you've learned back to your hapu, and to be able to educate the whānau on tuna, and not just eating but preserving them and knowing the cycle of the tuna and the different stages from the alva to the glass to they start growing. I reckon it's a really good knowledge of having, so you can always, I believe if you learn something you can always pass it on, betterment for your hapu. And I guess another advice is just to have the heart and the patience and the willing to understand and to go all the way, because it's pointless doing all the training and you get in and you're like, oh nah. So but yeah, my advice would be just to follow your heart and just enjoy and have fun.